Yeah, welcome back. I'm still Engineer Peter Owajewale. Now, this is the continuation of our topic on AutoCAD basics. Now, in the previous class, I introduced some things to you on XY coordinate system, which we also call world coordinate system. Then I try to explain the concept of the coordinate system in AutoCAD, that every point in AutoCAD is located by a coordinate system. Then we look at the absolute coordinate system and the relative coordinate system. Then we also look at how to measure angle, and that led us to the polar coordinate system in AutoCAD. Now, in this then also in that class, I tried to explain 4 methods of entering points in AutoCAD, 4 methods of entry distance. So we have absolute coordinate, relative coordinate, polar coordinate, and direct distance entry. I ended the class on a direct distance entry. Now we want to look at the basic commands in AutoCAD. Now, truly speaking, AutoCAD allows you to have access to a large number of commands. One interesting thing about AutoCAD is there are 1,000 ways to do a thing. So it's not stereotyped. You can draw a line using many methods. There are many ways of doing things in AutoCAD. But the truth is this: you will use 20% of the commands 80% of the time. That's the truth. If you know all the commands, all the tools in AutoCAD, you may not use more than 20% of the tools and the commands in AutoCAD. So in this class, I want to introduce you to the most common drawing commands. And when you combine this command with the basic modify commands, you'll be able to make elaborate drawings quickly. Now, the important thing to remember is that AutoCAD will expect you to give it information in a particular order. Now, this is where people get frustrated. Now, let me exit and practically demonstrate that. If you remember, this is what we did in the last class. Now, let's say I want to draw a rectangle and I pick line. I pick here. I need to be looking at this command window. AutoCAD expects you that, okay, after the first point, you need to specify the next point for it. So, like that. So, it's waiting for the next point. So, you have to do things in order in AutoCAD. So, people become frustrated thinking that AutoCAD is not working, that it's complex, it's difficult. What happens most of the time is that they are not looking at the command window. So that's why I put this statement here, that it is very important to be in the habit of looking at the command window. The command window tells you what information AutoCAD requires to continue. So that's just it. Command window is the information hub of AutoCAD. In the command window, you tell AutoCAD what you want to do, and it guides you on what to do next. So this is the command window. So most of the time, please always look at the command window. And you can refresh the command window by pressing escape button on your keyboard to cancel whatever command is active. So command window is very important. All the previous exercises we have done, you may have to pause the video and do it again until you're able to work with command window. So that is that. Then we want to look at these basic commands in AutoCAD. Number one is the line command. And what does it do? To draw a straight line. To draw a straight line segment from one point to the other. Then we have circle command. To draw a circle based on its center point and radius. We have erase. That is under modify tool. Line and circle, they are under the draw tool. erase, we erase an object. Then we have print to enable print or plot configuration dialog box. Then we have undo. So you might have been familiar with print and undo, but we want to focus on this 3-line circle and erase. If I show you the class exercise, we have some drawings there. So the essence of this exercise is to consolidate what we have learned in the previous class, like the absolute coordinate, the relative coordinates, though I've demonstrated that several ways. Then we have polar coordinates, then we have the circle here. So I'm going to draw this big rectangle. It starts from origin, then we have another point which is 100,70 is here. So you agree with me that this rectangle is 100 by 70. So that is the horizontal length is 100, the vertical is 70. So let's start doing that. Okay. If you go back to AutoCAD, you may control here, that is select all. You press Ctrl and A together, then you press delete on your keyboard to delete them. Then you can Ctrl Z, and that is undo. You can redo to delete it, then you can undo. By clicking on undo button here at the quick access bar, there is a button there that serves that purpose. Now, okay, let me delete by redoing it. Okay, now we want to draw this object by putting the area 100 mm by 70 mm. Let's draw the big rectangle first. So let's do that. Now go back. Don't forget that you need to set your units. By typing units, or if you don't want to use command window, you can come here, go to draw utilities and click on units. Make sure this area is in millimeter and say OK. Then, after you have done that, you can zoom all. If you are using 2013 AutoCAD and above, you can come here and select come here and select zoom all. Or you type Z in the command window. Please follow this procedure. Type Z. Z means zoom, or you type zoom anyhow, or you type ordinary Z. AutoCAD always recognizes the first letter of most of the command. So for zoom command, it will accept Z. For line command, it will accept L. So if you press enter, immediately you press enter, you will have zoom. That is the name of the command, but we have some options. Now, AutoCAD gives option in square bracket. This square bracket, all, center, dynamic, extent, previous, scale, window, object, they are options. And if you type the first letter of any one of them, AutoCAD will believe that is the option you choose. If I type C, for example, I want to zoom my screen to see the center of my drawing. If I type A, it means I want to see all my drawing. If I type dynamic, that is dynamic zoom, extent, previous zoom, that's a P, S will be for scale, W will be for window. You can zoom window, or you can zoom an object. Now, there is another option in angular bracket. That one is called real time here. So if I press enter without typing anything, it means I am accepting the one in angular bracket. That is the default option. So if I just press enter, it means I want to do zoom real time. But this time around, it is zoom all that I need. So I will type A. Letter A, look at the command window. I just type letter A there and press enter. So I can see on my drawing. So let's go back. Now let's draw the rectangle which is 100 by 70. If you select line command, there are many ways to start line command. Go back to our presentation. Oh, that's an assignment, okay? Now you can see that it's either you type line or you type L in the command window, or you go to menu under draw tools, you can select line. Those are the three ways to start line command. So if I go back to AutoCAD, then I can select line here, or I can type L. If I type L and press enter, no, not last angle, L. Let me undo that. L. There are so many L there, but the one I need is line. AutoCAD says specified first point. Then let me just click somewhere here. I don't have a particular point. Just I know that it is 70 of the 100 horizontal. Okay. So let's go back to AutoCAD. That's 70. Let's use polar tracking. Direct distance 70. Here 100. Don't forget to use your external mouse. It makes work easier. 70. Then 100 there. Press enter. So it makes work easier. When you use the external mouse, you can use the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel on your mouse will help you to zoom in and zoom out. That's zoom read time. Now, before we continue, we need to do something about this icon that is obstructing my drawing.